Hello everybody! Welcome Rewards Canada community to This Week in Rewards for September 23rd to 29th, 2023. This is our weekly update on the ongoings in the world of loyalty programs and credit cards in Canada. As we call it, This Week in Rewards on the Rewards Canada YouTube channel and on the Rewards Canada podcast as well. If you like today's episode, be sure to hit that like button, and if you don't do so yet, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so that you can find out when all our new videos go up onto the Rewards Canada channel. So this week we kicked the week off with the launch of our annual Canada's Choice feature. This is where you, the Rewards Canada community and Canadians in general, can come out and vote for their favorite credit cards and loyalty programs in Canada. There are 10 categories you can vote from top overall credit card, airline credit card, hotel loyalty program, shopping loyalty program, and many more. It's a very easy survey to do, basically. You can skip any categories that you are unfamiliar with. The voting runs until October 6th, so you have another week from the date that this video goes live to vote for your favorites. And if you've not done so yet, be sure to go out and cast that vote of yours. Make your voice be heard. Let the programs out there know what they're doing right, I guess, by voting for the ones that you like. So if you haven't voted yet, I'll put the link below that you can vote for that. I didn't even put up the graphic here. It's my simple Canada's Choice graphic that you've probably seen all over the site anyways. So you can go out and vote. I do want to thank everyone who has voted so far. We're nearing last year's total number of votes. Last year we had just over 21,000 votes. We're less than the week in, and we are probably around 95% of that, of 2022's number, 95%. So I think we're going to have a new record in 2023. We'll see. I mean, there's still one more week to go. So yeah, be sure to go out and cast your vote. Help us break that 21,000. Why don't we go for, let's try and do 22,000 this year, over 22,000 votes. So we can definitely use your help. Go out and vote for your favorites. The link will be below. And I'll thank you in advance for those who are coming up to vote. And of course, thanks to those who have already voted. So that's the big news on Rewards Canada. Canada's Choice. Make sure you go out and vote for it. And then we got the next thing I guess we can cover this week is, there's lots to cover. I'm kind of I always go all over the place, so I apologize to those of you guys if you're like, oh, this guy jumps all over the place. That's me. I do. You probably even see it in some of the things I write. There'll be pieces I write where it's like I'll write the end first and then go back to the top and then to the middle, and then sometimes it doesn't make sense because I'll forget that I didn't do the top, and then I only do the middle and the end of an article. It's like, this makes no sense, but that's me. So I apologize if you find articles like that on our site as well. Anyways, I'm just kind of blabbing here. Let's go on to the next thing. Let's go on to the American Express Platinum cards. They came out with new offers this week on it as the changes were implemented on September 26th. So the updated Platinum cards, it's both the personal and the business versions. They both are now $799 a year in annual fees. So it's an increase of $100 on the personal Platinum, increase about $300 on the business Platinum, but the business Platinum gets a lot more credits now, as does the personal Platinum gets that $200 dining credit, which is actually available at more restaurants. The list of restaurants was released also, actually was released on Monday, the day before, and it's 171 restaurants in Canada right now where you can get this $200 annual credit. I mean, there's some limits to it in that you have to spend $200 at that restaurant at that period, at that time, to get the $200 credit. But it's nice to see, originally we thought it'd be only around 100 to 109 locations, but it's 171 in Canada right now, mostly in the big cities, most in the downtown cores of the cities, but there's a few out there, in smaller towns and that. But I'll just check the link below. I won't go too far into that. The business Platinum, of course, now gets the $200 annual travel credit. That's also seen on the personal Platinum. It also gets $120 wireless provider credit, $10 a month for up to a year for 12 months, with all the major wireless providers in Canada. So that's a pretty decent credit too. Really, the cards, even with these increased annual fees, can really make a lot of sense for a lot of people with the benefits they provide. But if you've had the cards and you can't make use of these new credits, maybe it's time to reevaluate and see if it still makes sense for you to pay that $7.99. I won't go into any more detail on the changes. There's a previous episode, so I'll put a link up to that previous episode where I covered all the changes for the cards. But the launches this week of the revamps, the changes to the cards, came new welcome bonuses, increased welcome bonuses, 100,000 points on the personal platinum, 120,000 points on the business platinum. The difference from previous times when we've seen increased welcome bonus like this is that they've increased the spend required. It's $10,000 in the first 3 months on the platinum to get 70,000 points, and you'll get 30,000 more when you make a purchase in months 14 to 17. And the business platinum requires $15,000 of spend in the first 3 months to get 80,000 points, and you get 40,000 more when you make a purchase between months 14 and 17. So you can kind of see there's a definitely big increase in the monthly spend, but I think what they're trying to do here is get back to the proper target market for these cards. I think for quite a while there, they kind of loosened the purse strings, and everybody was getting these platinum cards, and I think now they're going back to wanting to target, you know, the category, the type of people or type of Canadians they want to have these cards. Rather than anybody and everybody, even though technically anybody can apply for these because there are no income requirements for these cards. So yeah, you can go out and apply for it, but I think, you know, that those spend requirements definitely will, I guess, keep some of the gamers away from the card, because that's a lot of spend you have to make in 3 months to get the bonus. This is going to be more for people who are keeping the card long term. And again, you know, you have that 14 to 17 month, the additional bonus after you, what is it called? After you pay your annual fee in the second year, and that's to have you keep the card longer, of course. And again, so these are all kind of, if you look at the big picture, these are all moves to keep people from just getting the card for 1 year or less than a year and canceling it just so they get the bonus. This is to keep the gamers out, and it's to keep the keepers in with the cards, and then that's really what's happening with them. So next up this week, we had the latest clash of the credit cards. We haven't done one of these for a little while. It's been 3-4 months since we had the RC Arena open up for a clash of the credit cards, and this time we had the Scotia Passport Visa Infinite card going up against the TD First Class Visa Infinite card. This is actually one of the most closely contested clashes to date that we've had in the RC Arena. These cards are very similar. You know, there's pros and cons to each, and really it's going to come down to the individual as to what's the better card for you. Now we do have to pick a winner, and we did. I guess we don't. I guess, you know, there can be ties. We've had clashes where there's ties, but there's one card here that just has a little bit more to it than the other, and that's what makes it win this clash. But it's a very close one, I'll tell you that. So you know, if you have either of these cards and you're like, oh, I should have got that one instead, don't be disappointed, because they're both really good cards. You know, these are the flagship cards for the proprietary rewards program, so TD Rewards and Scene Plus. And I'll have the link below. Check out the clash. That was you know, this was kind of an interesting one to do, and it gives, you know, for me, I love doing these clashes because it even gives me more insight. Yeah, I build all the tables, do the reviews, do the comparisons, but when you get to do a comparison that's not all 100 or however many cards at once across the table, where you kind of lose sight of what's there. And when you compare just 2 cards against each other and see them and run the numbers and say, yeah, you know what, these are actually a lot closer than I thought. I even personally thought there was a bit more of a spread between these 2 cards. But so these 2 are pretty equal, but there is a winner. So click the link below to the clash so you can see who wins this one. So that's kind of the credit card stuff we cover this week. Now we're going to go into hotel promotions. We've definitely seeing more system-wide bonuses come out. The latest is from IHG One Rewards. Theirs came out this week. It actually doesn't launch for stays until I think it was October 12th. I didn't write down the date in front of me, but somewhere it's in October, but you can already register now for it and start booking your stays, or if you've already had booked stays, just make sure you register for this offer. It's 2,000 points for every 2 nights you complete. The nights do not have to be consecutive. They can be, you know, one stay of one night and then another one stay of one night, and you'll earn the 2,000 points. There's no limit to the number of points you can earn, other than, you know, the timeline of the promotion where you can stay. So be sure to register for it. Even if you don't have any ISG stays planned so far, always go register for these offers, these system-wide ones. Just get them, you know, registered to your account. So just in case you do have an ISG stay, you'll earn, I guess, as long as you have 2 stays or 1 stay of 2 nights, you'll earn those bonus points or more. You know, overall, this is similar to like Hyatt and that, where you have to, our Best Western too, where you have to have multiple nights. if you're only going to have one night over the next, say, 3 months, a one-night stay, you may want to focus on something like Marriott or Hilton, because both their offers only require a one-night stay before you earn some sort of bonus points. They're definitely, Marriott and Hilton are the easiest offers in the market right now, because most of the others, and the next one I'm going to talk about too, require multiple nights. So yeah, if you're not doing any frequent stays this quarter or for the rest of the year, definitely, maybe focus on Marriott and Hilton unless there's absolutely no need for you to stay with them, So that's those ones. That's IHG's. And next up we have Accor Hotels, or Accor Hotels. I always say Accor Hotels, and they're all Accor Limitless. Here I am screwing up the company names. Sorry about that. So their offering their next system-wide offer offers up to 6,000 bonus points for stays. It's a tiered bonus, so on your first stay, you'll earn 500 bonus points. And now this requires 2 nights per stay. So it's going to be 6 nights in total you need to get this entire bonus, because the first one is 500 points for the first 2-night stay, and then it's 2,500 points for the next 2-night stay, and then 3,000 points on your third 2-night stay, and then they don't give any more points after that. So it's 3 2-night stays that's required. Accor All Live Limitless is the program for Fairmont Hotels, which is the probably the most popular brand out of their out of all their brands for us Canadians, because that's what we have the most of. I mean, there's a few Sofotels, Novotels, and then you have the M Gallery, Hotel Belmont in Vancouver. So there's not a lot of the other brands in Canada to earn the points at. It's mostly Fairmont. So if you're staying in Fairmont, in Banff, Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, you name it, most major centers in Canada, to have a Fairmont hotel, you can earn this bonus as long as it's a 2-night stay. So check that out as well. This one, like all the others, I'll have a link to them below in the description and on our podcast page. Now we'll move to one flight bonus this week, and that came to us courtesy of Air Canada. They have their Seize the Sun sale, and part of the Seize the Sun sale, so this is kind of an early bird sale for bookings to sun destinations, and part of that is a 5,000 bonus Aeroplan points on flights or vacation packages booked during the sale. What's good to know is that this includes U.S. cities, very popular U.S. cities for Canadians that are considered sun destinations, so like Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Miami, but it also includes like San Francisco, San Diego, so a lot of cities that even business travelers are traveling to, where you can earn this bonus. So yeah, it Seize the Sun, it's meant for vacations, but yeah, if you're traveling on business to some of those major US centers, you can also earn this bonus. Again, you have to register for it, and like all Aeroplan bonuses, it's not for previous bookings. It needs to be new bookings from when the promotion came out, which I believe was September 23rd. So any bookings made on or after September 23rd will count till the end of the booking date, which I believe, I made the mistake of not writing it down here on my notes, but it's early October here. I'm not going to say a date. Just check the link and be sure, because I don't want to give you guys the wrong date for that. So maybe next time I should prepare a little bit better with some of the dates on some of these offers. I didn't write any of the dates down for the hotel bonuses, but that's what those blog posts are there for, and our bonus page updates for you guys to check out. You can get all the details there, and I'll just give you an overview in these newscasts. And that's it for bonuses, and that's really it for the news this week. But I do have one more thing that I wanted to pass along. I just wanted to close out the episode to let everybody know that in September, this past month, RWRDS Canada turned 22 years old. That's right, 22 years we've been at this, providing Canadians with more miles, more points, and more rewards. So I want to give all of you a big, huge thank you, whether you've been with us for 22 years or 22 minutes. We couldn't have built and done what we have with RWRDS Canada without you guys. So thank you for all your support. And here's to the next 22 years. Well, now I think about it. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know if I'll still be doing this when I'm 71, but you never know. So thanks again to all of you. And that's it for this episode. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It helps us out. We love it. Hit that notification bell to find out when new videos go up. And you guys have yourselves a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.